Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today with Valorant news, and lots going on right now with these last chance qualifiers. It's absolute chaos on the timeline every single day. This North America LCQ has been an absolute shambles, and we're going to talk about today what they're playing out with it, because it seems like it's been postponed for a very long time indeed, indefinitely, one could argue. Very much intrigued to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel on the verge of 100 subscribers already. Let's go baby. Let's talk about this firstly. Thursday's matches were postponed, that being yesterday, and now they've decided just to cancel the entire thing, and not cancel the entire thing, but postpone it for the very least. It's effectively indefinite. This is what they confirmed yesterday, given the events of the past few days. If you guys are unfamiliar, effectively, firstly, Hiko and the 100 Thieves guys were not happy the fact that this last chance qualifier for North America was being played on online servers in a LAN environment. The teams were playing across from each other on the stage, but not even connected to each other's PCs. They're playing in an online server like somewhere up North Carolina or something. Now, the idea was if some player did test positive for COVID, then they could at least use that server and play remotely if was required. That is exactly what happened for FaZe versus Rise. There was some positive tests coming up from the Rise side and from the FaZe side, and the FaZe guys were going to go home and play from their own setups on much better PCs than they actually have at the venue, and therefore Rise were like, okay, well, if they're going to play on their god tier PCs, we're going to go home and play on our god tier PCs as well. And therefore the event was just said, okay, what is even going on? Like, the players were going home, they were disappearing, and the LCQ and the Valorant guys at the Riot basically just said, okay, let's just call it off for a day and see what happens. But this is what they confirmed just a few hours ago. Out of an abundance of caution and with the health and safety of all being involved in mind, we've made the difficult decision to postpone the event until further notice. Players and staff safety remain our top concern as we navigate the current situation. We share the community's disappointment, and we are working diligently to transition the LCQ to an online event similar to the VCT matches earlier this year, and resume play as soon as possible to send our final team to Valorant Champions. So they're effectively going to say, yeah, we tried a LAN, it didn't really work, it wasn't even a proper LAN anyway, and we're just going to do what we're doing in EMEA and the other regions, or at least not Latin America we'll look at, but also most of the other regions that are also doing things online. So yeah, bit of a shambles to be honest, more so than just a shambles. And this came out from version 1 with Rep and JT. He's involved with their COD team, but also right now Director of Esports Strategy at version 1 and the Minnesota Rocket, which is their CDL franchise, talking about effectively that they're going to postpone this for, it seems, at least 12 days, and they're going to do it online. That is a very long time to make things happen. I'll share this for you guys on screen.
Hey everyone, we were just informed by Riot that the event will unfortunately be temporarily postponed. We aren't sure when we're scheduled to play again, but we're told that it, at a minimum, will be 12 days and the event will be online. I think our guys are incredibly bummed. We were really looking forward to playing this on LAN. We think our team is much better in that in-person atmosphere, which is why within the next few days we'll be flying back to Minnesota, where all of our guys will be boot camping and preparing for when we get to play next. So, overall disappointed. Totally understand that Riot was put in a really sticky situation here, and they're making the best out of a tough situation. But more news to come on when we play next. The guys are ready, and we're looking forward to taking the stage.
So it seems like a complete disaster, to be honest. It's going to be online in a few days' time. They're going to get things underway again. But it's honestly remarkable how they've managed to mess this up. And as Ye says over at the Envy side, Riot does a lot of things right. The hotels, food, stipends, decent flights usually, creative content, venue, stage, etc. The one thing I cannot stress enough for them is that the playing environment, though, is the most important. I drop all of the above for a nice PC and practice room, a good PC IMO for perspective, a 5900X with a 3070 Ti or 3080. This would guarantee at least above 240 FPS for all maps and different agents, thus eliminating any tearing caused by dipping, right? Like screen tearing and stuff like this, you get lower than 240 Hz on the monitors, which totally understandable already from EA. This is the thing, right? I don't really know why the players have god tier PCs at home, but then we go to the venue, that the PCs, I guess, are more budget options or whatever, like slightly cheaper, and therefore they don't play the game quite as well. And therefore, when they're practicing, they should probably use a PC that's actually inferior to what they could be playing on, just so they get the experience of what they're going to be playing at a LAN environment. And of course, that is it also creates difficulties when they don't have great PCs at the venue, is that when FaZe say we're going home and playing our game, then, well, Rise are within their right to say, well, we're not going to play on an inferior piece of equipment to what they're using, and we're going to go home as well and do the same thing. So just a complete nightmare, to be honest. It's I'll keep you guys updated with how this is developing. But to be fair, the Valorant LCQ in the Latin America region has been absolute chaos. We see right here, honestly, these guys in South America, always the passion just goes out of control in all real esports, like in the Counter-Strike scene in the past, and now in Valorant as well. It's absolutely been kicking off. So I've already been talking about the last chance qualifier in Latin America the last couple of days, just because I mean, it was kind of difficult to keep up with what was happening. The format was slightly different. There was group play going on, but now this is effectively what's happened. The group play is over, and now it's the playoffs. We've got Australs playing Haven Liberty, Game Landers up against Fura on the other side of things. The winner of this, of course, will go to the Champions event in December. This is the APAC region. Not too much has developed here. Just as I'm recording this, Full Sense are up 1-0 in this upper final. But yeah, one team, of course, will advance from this region as well. The EMEA region, nothing has changed, but today the lower round 2 continues. Guild versus Oxygen, Footballist versus Supermassive. They're going to continue in the lower side. And of course, tomorrow, the upper final between G2 and Liquid. That is certainly one that I'm looking forward to. But also, this is from the North American region. Absolute shambles. You can see everything is TBD, because who even knows when this is going to be restarting. It's not a good look from pretty much everyone involved. But very much intrigued to get your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. I'm really upset that you are going to know you enjoy this content. Other people like you may enjoy this content as well. And I've grown the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.